Crystal Fairies. Welcome to another video. It's me, Lavender Gray, here with a tarot reading. So today is an 18 and up reading, so if you're a minor, please click off. I am doing a spicy reading about what gets your person hot for you. So first we're going to look at our oracles. I have a selection from the Wild Unknown series, the tarot, the animal spirit, and the archetypes, and we'll see what information we can glean from that. Then we're going to go into the tarot. I'm using the Mystic Mondays tarot. Look at that. To get a little bit more in depth, we're going to look at what is attractive about you to them, their arousing thoughts and their fantasies, your dynamic, and maybe even what your first time will be like with them. And then we'll see if I want to do charms, but I'm thinking for the end we can use the Rose Oracle to get a little bit of romance messages. So take as much time as you need to pick which pile calls to you. It can be multiple. That's totally okay. That just means there's messages for you in multiple piles. You can choose based on the number, the crystal. You can hold your hand over each of the decks on the screen to see if you get any tingles or heat. But let me introduce your piles. Pile number 1 is Strawberry Quartz. Pile 2 is Angel Aura Quartz. And pile 3 is Rose Quartz, my favorite. Like I said, take as much time as you need to decide. There's a hair. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. How gross. I have a D4 here in case you wanted some randomization. Number 4, let's roll again. Number 3. So if you don't know where to start with number 3. And without further ado, let's get into it. Hello, pile 1. If you chose this Strawberry Quartz, then this reading is for you. I think I want it right there. Yeah. So, hi, how are you? Before we get into the cards, why don't we do the 4-4-4 breath? Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. So let's do that together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is a general reading. I can't get super specific for everybody, but hopefully the energies and the fantasies will speak to you guys. So let us see what the oracles are. We have the Daughter of Swords, we have Mouse, and we have the Crone. Okay, so I'm getting really feminine energy right away with Daughter of Swords and the Crone. So that's interesting that we have someone very youthful and then someone very old and then someone very scared with the Mouse. How do we look, by the way? A little bit crooked. Okay. So we have somebody very wise with the Crone. And the Daughter of Swords is very wise as well, and she's represented by an owl, a symbol of wisdom. Even though, isn't it true that owls aren't that smart in real life? I'll have to look that up. Okay, this is a random thought about mice. They can fall off of a tall building and be totally fine because of how light they weigh. They would just be a little bit shocked, shake it off, and walk away, which I think is really cool. Okay, we also have a crow here, and they're holding a coin. Interesting. Crows are a little bit mischievous. They are givers of gifts. They are very smart. They're very social. And they communicate with each other a lot. So this person, especially with the Daughter of Swords here, is very shy, but loves to express themselves. I'm getting feminine energy, but I'm probably going to use they, them pronouns because I don't know the gender of the person that you're thinking of. And if this energy, I'm describing it, and you're like, no, I don't want to be with somebody like this, then check out another pile. So they really like expressing themselves to you. They like how you listen to them. They like how wise you make them feel. Like you really listen to them and you're like, wow, that's really interesting. You're really smart. So I keep wanting to say she, maybe, I don't know. They really love expressing themselves to you because you're a really good listener and they feel heard and seen by you. They might be older, an older person with the crone here, or they could just have a lot of life experience. They could be a healer as well. Maybe they work in the medicine field, or maybe they do energy healing, or crystal healing. Um, the crone is very wise, very experienced, very funny and mischievous, and kind of, I'm thinking of the Baba Yaga, where her morality is kind of gray, but there's this thing about aging in women, of course, in society. Women aren't supposed to age, you're supposed to say, stay 18 forever, if you're Leonardo DiCaprio. Um, and it's just this thing that we're fighting aging, but in reality, aging is very beautiful. Your life is changing and growing and flourishing as you get older. You gain more life experience, you learn more things, you make more friends, you eat more good food, you suffer the horrors of the world. Sorry. Um, but aging, to me at least, is something very beautiful, and I think that's represented by the crone here. I am 29 and I would never want to be 18 ever again. It was really hard. Not saying that I had a terrible life or that I don't have good memories, but I'm really happy to be where I am now. And I think eye crinkles and smile lines and wrinkly hands are all signs of a life well lived. And I think you agree with me, and this person agrees with me, and that's something you can bond over, the fact that like life goes on and we change as we live, and those changes are beautiful, albeit challenging sometimes. This person is very, very smart. The swords cards are very quick. She's very quick witted. I said she. Um, uh, but very quick witted, very sharp with her tongue. Um, Maybe I'll just say she. I don't know. Let me know in the comments like what your opinion on pronouns during tarot readings are, if that's something you feel like talking about. But she is very sharp with her tongue, and in reversed, when out of balance, could lash out with her words. Um, could be very biting. I'm thinking of the sharp beak of the owl could be very biting. But for the most part, I think this person is very shy. And with Mouse here, someone who is kind of scared. Oh, and we have like little dots of color on these cards, both of these cards. So I think this represents inspiration and ideas and new experiences they're having, as they get to know you more and share more dates with you, perhaps. The mouse is a prey animal, someone very scared, but very cute. I love rodents. I think they're adorable. I used to have a pet hamster. Her name was Snegorochka, which means snow maiden in Russian. And she was a Chinese dwarf hamster, and she was like this big, and she was the cutest thing. I have some TikToks and Instagram posts about her. You can find me at Lavender Gray Tarot. Um, but she lived to be 3.5 years old, which is very old for a hamster. So I think this person is also a lover of small animals and little fragile things. They might have like a lot of china around their house or like glass figures. I'm also seeing a manga collection. They could have a manga collection. Um, I keep talking about myself. I want to say that I just started reading Sailor Moon and it's really good. So maybe this person is just like very chatty when they're around you. I'm like getting the urge to talk about myself. So I feel like this person really feels like they can express themselves with you, that they can be themselves with you and uncover secrets with you. The crone is a keeper of many secrets, many wisdoms, and holds the keys to knowledge. Um, I think I'm going to clear the cards a little bit early, but I want to get into the tarot and the sexy stuff. Okay. So the relationship so far seems very pure and is like friendship first. Like you could be friends with benefits. You could be like just meeting this person and you haven't explored sexuality with them yet. It feels very new. Um, yeah, I think like at least on the outside they seem very pure and very shy. So I'm interested to see like what their sexual thoughts are about you. Because like I said, I think it's very new. Um, if you have already had sex with them, uh, it might have been like clumsy and awkward at first because you guys are new with each other, but that doesn't make it any less beautiful or pleasurable. Okay. What is attractive about you to them? Can we shuffle correctly, please? Okay. The Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords. Ooh, the colors are really similar. I think with these colors here, I think they really like the color of your skin, your eyes, your hair. I think your complexion is very beautiful to them. They like, sorry, I channeled a little bit too hard there. They like how you go with the flow with the Wheel of Fortune, how you're able to take a hit and keep rolling, how you get back up when you get knocked down, how strong you are. And that is very attractive to them. The courage you have, how brave you are, the way you stand up for what you believe in. Um, uh, you might also be very lucky during this time, and they feel really lucky to know you. And they really like your mind as well. They really like the way you speak, how you think, the way you express yourself. Like I said, they just really like chatting with you because they like how you view the world and how you view them. They like seeing themselves through your eyes as someone who is very shy and beautiful and you want to protect. Um, they are very new. They might just be new to sex in general, but they're definitely new to thinking about you in that way. The Ace of Swords is a new beginning, a new idea, something clear, cutting through confusion. They might have been confused of like where you stand with each other. There's a fly. Um, they might be confused about where you stand with each other. Um, but I think they're slowly gaining confidence. All right, let's see, what else is attractive about you to them? Strength with White Tigress. Okay, yeah, they love how strong you are. You might be physically strong. Maybe you've been going to the gym. Maybe you've been lifting. Maybe you can lift them. That is really attractive to them. They like your muscles. They like your physical strength. They like how you move. The way tigers and cats move is very like sensual and graceful, in my opinion. Not that they can't be clowns and menaces, but the way a tiger like prowls, I think they really like the way you walk, especially when you're walking towards something you want. And they really like metaphorically when you go after what it is you want. I think the facial expressions you make, the way you talk, the way you move your hands is all very attractive to them when you're talking about your dreams and ambitions and like what it is you want out of life, how you want the world to change. What else? The Four of Wands in reverse. They like how you party. They like how you get down. They like dancing with you, letting loose, maybe going to a club, maybe drinking with you. The Four of Wands is a celebration card. Um, in reverse, they might be very new to drinking and dancing and going out to clubs and letting loose. And so there's this element of hesitation, but, or maybe going overboard because they don't know their limits. So be careful with substances. Um, but the Four of Wands, even in reverse, for me, is a very positive card. In reverse, it usually, to me, conveys the message of celebration of the self. And so they really like when you compliment them, when you say, like, hey, you're really cool, or I like your hair, or I like your eyes, or I like your hands, something like that. The Seven of Swords. They like how honest you are, how cut clean you are, if that makes sense. Um, Sorry, my knees are hitting like a chair underneath the table. I don't have a lot of room. I'm making do, but They like when you don't keep secrets, when you tell them the truth. They feel like you're on the level, and that like they may have had people in the past who stabbed them in the back. We have this person holding a sword behind their back. This is the thief card. Um, Yeah, they like how honest you are. Like I said, they just love talking with you. So, translating to the bedroom, they probably like a lot of dirty talk. All right, let's move on to their arousing thoughts about you. What gets them going when it comes to you? The Fool, number 0. They really like when you take. Oh, okay. Um, maybe not that message. They feel like they are that you're taking a chance on each other. I'm hearing take a chance. Um, they really hold sex as something sacred. And so when they do have arousing thoughts, it's very emotional as well. I don't think they love you casually. I think they're like, this is somebody I can love. And so their heart is really present right now, and they're new, but they're enjoying time as it moves forward, and they're enjoying their time with you. They're arousing thoughts about you. I think they like your fashion a lot. We have this like beautiful dress that the Fool is wearing. They probably like your hair. They might want to like brush your hair as something like sensual, like maybe wash your hair in the shower or a bath. Um, we have a white rose here. I think of white rose as a symbolizing purity, um, but they may not resonate that way for you. Um, let's see what else. What are their arousing thoughts about you? The Star. Okay. They okay. They love when you're in the spotlight. They love admiring you, and they just want, maybe you're a performer. We have this person on a cliff that could be like a stage. And we have the sunlight on them like a spotlight. And it looks like they're making a grand proclamation or doing a dance or something as they're about to fall off the cliff. Um, but they really like watching you perform if you are a performer, and it gets them going being watching you up on stage. This example might not vibe with everybody because not everybody's going to be like an actor or a singer, or a dancer, but if you are, they really really enjoy watching you on stage. Maybe you do burlesque. um, I love burlesque. If you do, talk about it in the comments below because I want to talk to you. um, the Star is hope. Like, it's optimism. It's a bright future. It is being in the spotlight. It is just someone very, very special, and someone with a lover archetype, with a magical child archetype, someone who believes in magic in whatever capacity. Um, they also like being the center of your attention. It makes them feel very special because you're, to them, this shining star, this brilliant light in the darkness, someone that gives them hope and makes them feel all fluttery and warm and hot, and excited and nervous all at the same time. So they really like when your attention is on them. They might not like being in the spotlight for everybody watching them, but they definitely like when you're in the audience, when you're the one watching them. They enjoy it a lot. So there might be they really might like playing with themselves while you watch, and maybe while you tell them what to do. What else? What are their arousing thoughts? I shuffle normally when I'm not on camera, I swear. Uh, the Hanged Woman, restraints, and we've got aerial silk, so maybe you do that as well. Maybe you do pole fitness too, and they really like that if you do. I'm also seeing roller skates. Have you ever seen someone roller skate pole dance? It's incredible. That is the female gaze. It looks so much fun. But okay, restraints. They really like surrendering to you. I think they are probably very tense in their day-to-day life, and so when it comes to the bedroom, they want to relax and surrender to the pleasure, and so they really like being tied up and being forced to just take the pleasure you give them. They're probably more submissive in that regard. What else? The Eight of Wands. Yes. Okay, if they have not already come to you, they will be soon. Like when they're playing with themselves at home, they're probably fantasizing about you and all the things that you can do with each other, the touching, the petting, the loving, the kissing, the thrusting. Um, I think I'm imagining a sapphic relationship right now because we had the Daughter of Swords and the Crone. So I'm thinking of strap-ons as well as other toys. Wands always makes me think of toys, and with the Eight of Wands is about action, moving forward, ambition, moving with your hips, and so it's making me think of a strap-on. The Six of Wands, more wands. Okay. They are going to be surprised by how much pleasure you can give them. They might not be very experimental in their own life. They probably know what they like for the most part, but there's a lot they don't know about the world. Maybe going to a sex store and seeing what toys they have on offer, what like oils, massage oils, candles, games, restraints, toys of all kinds, lingerie, even just seeing what they have on display for you. I'm also hearing nipple clamps. But the Six of Wands in reverse. Um, let's see. Give me a clarifier. The Seven of Wands. So we have the Six, Seven, and Eight of Wands. So what is that? A flush, a run of numbers in sequential order. Um, we have the orange here as well. That is your sacral chakra, the center of your sexuality. Um, that is located below your navel. Um, yeah, they are in love with the way you wield your wands. I'm seeing Hitachi wands. I also recommend the Satisfyer Pro, as well as the Lilo Sona Cruz. But that's not as powerful as the Satisfyer. Um, they they might have a collection of toys themselves. I'm also seeing glass toys. Um, I know there's at least one glass vibrator out there. I don't remember the brand of it, but I remember seeing it before. So if you like glass and you like vibrators, you might want to try that out. Also shock rubs, dildos made out of crystal, maybe some clear quartz, maybe some rose quartz. I don't know what they have on offer. Probably very expensive would if I had to guess. But they are in love with the way you wield your wands. Um, and you use the toys on them in ways that they don't use it on themselves. And they're like, oh my God, there's a whole new world of pleasure. All right, let's look at their fantasies. The moon. Yeah, they want to let go. They want to just surrender to the pleasure and lose themselves in time and space and only focus on you and them and the love between you two. We have two crescent moons coming out next to each other. Let's see, this one is a waning crescent, and upside down, this is a waning crescent as well. Yes. We also have a little butt here, so they might really like your ass. Um, they might like anal. I don't. We'll see if I ever get monetized. We'll see if this video gets like taken down. Maybe I'll start posting on Vimeo so we can like really get into the details. But they might like butt stuff. Getting a plug or something might be really fun for you too. We have beautiful hair here again, so maybe hair pulling. Braiding each other's hair, like I said, is something sensual. So their fantasies go between being really dirty and being like, fuck me with the strap on, to let me brush your hair. Um, uh, if you have a dick, they really like that as well. If you're not using strap-ons or not using toys, I mean, you're probably using toys, but they like your rhythm. They like how you thrust. They like how long you can go, what your stamina is. Um, uh, but the moon here, they really just want to surrender to the darkness. They want to explore new kinks and fetishes with you. They probably, with this darkness here in the night, have a whole closet full of skeletons, kinky skeletons of stuff that they're into. And maybe they know and they don't want to admit it to themselves or haven't explored it, as well as having things that they don't even know they're into. All right, what else are their fantasies about you? The Seven of Cups, the fantasy card in reverse. Let's see, we've got a red rose, a sun, a crescent moon, another waning crescent, a crystal, an eye, a heart, and a snake. So lots of different fantasies. Um, Love and romance, as well as mysticism and gratitude, as well as temptation with the snake, and sensuality and shape changing. Snakes shed their skin, so they feel like they can be a new version of themselves with you. They can be this like sexy, badass mofo that loves time in the bedroom, and they might get a little carried away with their fantasies. They might get like really dark and dirty, and it might be with kinks that like you're not into. I'm seeing tentacles, and asking them what kind of porn they watch, um and maybe watching porn together might be really fun for you guys. I'm seeing hentai. um Let's see what else. The dynamic between you two. Oh, okay, that one flew out. The King of Wands. The wands again. Yeah, I love it. Uh, both of you want to surrender to the pleasure. Maybe you're a switch, and so you're like, I can be a dom, but I don't want to be a dom the whole time, and I think they'll respect that and explore playing with you in that way. Um, the King of Wands in reverse can be a little bit domineering, very fiery, very passionate. I think you're unlocking a new level of passion within them, as they are you. I'm thinking of you as like taking care of this person, like you're their caretaker. You might be more experienced than them. But not necessarily. That might not resonate for everybody. But the dynamic, if you are both new to sex, you might be spearheading the learning about it and the practicing of it. Let's see what else your dynamic. The Four of Cups. Aren't these cards so beautiful, by the way? We have someone meditating here. They have three cups above them and then one like pink purpley cup above their head. And the Four of Cups usually means you're missing an opportunity, like you're so focused on the fact that you only have three that you are missing the fourth one above you. But in my this card, it looks like they're accepting this cup. It's above their head as they meditate. It feels like it's going to float down right in front of their face and they'll be able to grab it. So you might have been hesitating on having sex with them, maybe because they're so new to it, um, or because you know it means a lot to them. Like, honestly, once you start having sex with them, they're probably going to fall for you. So if you don't think you can fall in love with this person, you might want to hold off on your physical relationship. Not trying to tell you what to do, because you can have sex with a friend and be friends with benefits and not fall in love, and that can be a really healthy relationship. Um, but let me see. The Ace of Pentacles. So there's a couple things this can be. The Ace of Pentacles is a seed that you're planting, something that you want to nourish and have grow. It could be the start of this relationship, the start of a physical relationship. The Pentacles is the material world around us, including our bodies, the 3D world. And so there's this new start within your body, represented here. Um, it could also be financial abundance as well. All right, more of your dynamic. The Queen of Swords. We have a reverse queen and a reverse king. Both of you just want to get lost. You're both so maybe cerebral in your daily lives with the Queen of Swords, and we had that Daughter of Swords as well. That you, sorry for the, like the, all right, well now it's not making the noise, but my knees are pressed up against like a cushiony, like a cushion underneath the table. Um, there we go. That noise. Um, I'll back up a little bit. Yeah, you both want to just get lost. You want to be able to set down your worries, set down your burdens, and just enjoy each other in whatever capacity that is. And I think your conversations with each other help take your mind off things. Like, I feel like you elevate each other into this state of just like wonder and joy and expression and creativity. And yeah, let's see. Okay, so your first or next time with them. Your first or next time with them. The Empress. Look at her sunbathing with a pomegranate, bananas, and a pineapple head. Oh my god. Yes, enjoying fruit, if you know what I mean. Um, just laying back and enjoying fruit, sweetness, juice. Uh, um, we also have like fanning palms, like it makes me think of like someone fanning her as she lays back in her beautiful cape, with leaves over her breasts, um, and full pussy out, Winnie the Poohing over here. Um, but your first or next time is going to be decadent. Maybe you bring food into the bedroom, like whipped cream, maybe fruit, and getting the juice all over each other, peaches, nectarines, plums. So your first or next time is going to be decadent, is going to be just like luxurious in the pleasure that you give each other. Um, you will be connected to your femininity as well. Both of you will be the feminine divine. You might have a mommy kink with the Empress. She is very maternal. Um, let's see, what else? What is your first or next time going to be like? The Ace of Cups in reverse, going down. I think you can probably spend hours between their legs and vice versa. And you can see all the fingers of this hand holding the cup, so you can think about that. Um, you might really like their fingers and vice versa. Okay, I'm going to clear these cards. What do I want to do next? Do I want to do Rose Oracle? Um, do I want to pull more tarot cards? What should we do? Okay, I think we're going to move on to the Rose Oracle. Okay, sorry. I got that ASMR in me. And I'll take the guidebook out. We'll see. I'll probably read from the guidebook, as I do with Oracle cards. And ooh, okay. Okay, I just felt a surge of energy. They are romantically interested in you. And hopefully you feel the same because this energy is so beautiful. They have a heart open for love. They have enjoyed their sexual escapades with you so deeply. They're grateful for you. You have healed them by being sexually open with them in this way. But there's a lot of potential for romance here. And there's this happiness, this giddiness, this joy. I think maybe getting them roses might be a really good gesture if you're looking to pursue romance with them. Let's see. Let's see how many cards we pull. What does pile one need to know about this connection? The wastelands. Sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. So you might not be able to give your full heart right away. And we have this blooming white rose on her skirt, um, or their skirt, or his skirt. I've been having trouble with pronouns lately. Let me know if you struggle with pronouns too. Um, you might have been burned by love a lot before, um, and you might not be able to give uh, your heart away so easily. I think you need more time, and that's totally normal. It's okay to enjoy having sex with somebody without being fully in love with them. Like, that's okay. Um, let's see what else. Whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel, with some red roses here. I think sex can be very spiritual, and you or them might feel really connected to the feminine divine when you're having sex. Um, I need water. I think this person will be understanding if you can't give them everything right away. Like, if you're like, I really enjoy spending time with you and I want to explore this connection with you and I do like having sex with you, or I do want to have sex with you, but I can't be your girlfriend or boyfriend or partner right now. I can just be your friend that, like, your sexy friend. And hopefully they'll be able to respect that. I think they will. I think they'll understand that they have a lot of passion that might not be reciprocated yet. It might hurt a little bit, that like sort of rejection, but I think they're calm and steady enough to understand where you're coming from. And Mother Rose, we have two mothers, Mommy Kink. Uh, Returning to each other, compassion, humanity. And this one I'm going to look up. I'm feeling called to look it up in the guidebook. Mother Rose. A sacred symbol of the feminine, the rose has been here much longer than us. In times ancient, garlands of roses were placed around statues of mother goddesses in worship of her. We're all her children. She connects us and unites us all. If we trace her roots far enough, maybe we'll find our way back to each other. We're living in a time of great division, learning and unlearning. We're together mending the thread of humanity. This is a card of returning to union by facing what's been broken, separated, and severed. To realize that we're all human, and while harm has been done, what's needed now is for us to acknowledge what's happened and endeavor to find a way to return to each other. To realize that it's possible for two people to have a different experience at the same time, and that both can be true. Mother Rose longs for humanity to drop our defenses and reach out to each other with deep honesty and compassion, to face and untangle the sadness, anger, and hurt from our hearts with the help of her grace, to dig our roots deep until we find common ground. Which relationships are difficult for you now? Who has hurt you? How can you soften and express your truth without being defensive? How can you open yourself up to the possibility that two truths can exist at once? Mother Rose, please show us how to find our way back to you, the earth, and each other. Please help me to acknowledge what's difficult for me, and may my heart be filled with compassion for all. Okay, that is where I'm going to leave you, pile number one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a rose emoji in the comments below and consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi there, pile two. If you chose this angel or a quartz, then this reading is for you. So this is a general reading. I might not be able to get every specific thing correctly for everybody, but hopefully the energies and the messages will resonate at least somewhat. Before I get into the reading, please join me on a 4-4-4 breath. So inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. Let's do it together. Ready? Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Okay, are you ready to get into it? Let's go. We have Temperance, we have Black Egg, and we have the Kiss. Okay, I love this energy already. So, the Black Egg is truth, undeniable. The truth of humanity, the truth of a person, the truth of a soul, the world, how things work, laws of the universe that cannot be changed. This is a spirit card. And we have a little bit of like iridescence on the circle symbol. So this person, okay, they might tell white lies. Um, they're not perfect, but they value honesty. They value truth. This isn't somebody who's going to keep secrets from you. They're going to give you profound truths as well about who they are deeply. And we have sort of pointillism here on both of these cards. That's pretty cool. Maybe they're into pointillism art. Um, but they are very honest. They're very grounded as well. They have a lot of strength as a person. They might be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. They don't have to be, though. Just take it as extra correspondence. They're giving me like Queen of Pentacles energy, being able to sit back and relax and enjoy the fruits of your labors. I think they're a really hard worker. I think they are enjoying themselves. I think they might be a little bit nervous about this relationship. I think the kiss, we have two hands holding and a Holy Palmer's kiss from Romeo and Juliet. The first 14 lines of dialogue between R and J is a sonnet. So take with that what you will. The first time they meet, it's literal poetry. I remember when I was assigned to read Romeo and Juliet in like freshman English class, I was like, "Oh, I hate this. Love is so stupid. It's they're like codependent on each other and like whatever." And then I remember I was sitting in my dining room table and I had the big glossy textbook open and I got to the balcony scene and my whole life shifted. I was like, "Oh my God, this is poetry. This is beautiful. I am all about this." And that's sort of when I fell in love with Shakespeare. Um, Let me know if you like Shakespeare too. I'm a big Shakespeare nerd. Um, I went to school for acting, but that is neither here nor there. We have a crescent moon here. This is a waning crescent. We had some waning crescents show up in pile one, so you might want to check that out. The waning crescent phase is a release. You are meant to be getting closer to resting as you head towards the new moon, and you might start to see the results of intentions you set during the full moon or the waxing crescent moon. Um, as far as I understand it, there's an app called Moon Calendar that is really useful and handy dandy. Um, but yes, there's this purity to them, not like puritanism, but a purity of spirit in that they wouldn't even think of lying to you. They might be polyamorous. Like I don't think this is somebody who's going to cheat on you. Like I think they're very upfront and honest. And then we have temperance here with water falling off this water bird's feathers onto the fire and mixing together. Um, Temperance is the alchemist of, as we can see, mixing different elements together in order to make gold, whatever that means to you. It might be wealth, might be wisdom, might be a higher learning. Enlightenment might be something physical, like a talisman, or like something special you can hold. I feel like that was a tangent. I don't know if that's going to resonate with anybody, but temperance is balance. It's healthy. Um, this person is probably very good at balancing their work and home life, their friendships, their love relationships, their family, their hobbies. They're probably in the midst of figuring that out, but they're doing a really good job, and they might be very magical and witchy as well. And we have the kiss, just like pure romance, pure love, pure sexuality. Like I'm saying, it's pure. There's a lot of purity here. Do you say pure or pure? I think I say both. Um, Pure Michigan. Um, with this kiss, like my heart is fluttering, like I'm getting flustered, my cheeks are hot. There's this like newness to it. Like the way they're holding hands is very like tentative. It's very gentle. It feels very new to me. So this might be someone that I think you probably have kissed before, and you might have had sex already. Um, And I think they're probably very attracted to your lips. Your lips might be very like soft and plump. Or whatever lips you got, they like them. Uh, I maybe they like your lower lips too, if you have those. But they might like to kiss you there. Um, oh, I feel like I have more to say about kiss. They really like kissing you. They like making out. They could make out with you for hours, and be totally happy. And that might be where you are in your relationship. Like you might be like making out in bed and then getting hot and heavy and being like, okay, we should stop. That kind of thing. You might be doing stuff over the clothes first, and just like really enjoying the slow burn of it all. Okay, I'm going to clear these cards and we're going to get into the tarot. Thank you so much for watching this video, by the way. Please let me know what your thoughts are, if you'd like other sexy readings in the future, if maybe I should post on Vimeo so we can get real nasty. Um, I'll see how detailed I can get for you. Okay, let's see. What is attractive about you to them? What do they find attractive about you? The Ace of Cups. The Moon in reverse. All right, I'll stick with those for now. Okay, they really like your heart. They really like your emotional stability. This hand has this cup very firmly in their grasp. Like you have a good handle on your emotions, and that's very attractive to them. They might be someone who struggles with their emotions, or they might have been with somebody in the past who struggled to maintain their emotional stability. And that might be like a really big red flag if you're like, you can't handle your sadness or your anger, or you let your happiness get way too out of hand. I think they might have a lot of walls up about that. And so when you come forward with your heart in your hand, being like, hey, I like you, and I wanted to express that to you, or seeing you angry and watching you work yourself through it might be really attractive to them. They really like hearing your secrets. Like when you confide in them, that's something like really sexy for them. If you're like, hey, I'm secretly into this kink or this fetish, they'll be like, oh my God, yes, tell me more. I want to hear all about your fetishes and your fantasies. They want to hear every dark secret you have. They want to luxuriate in your shadow. Let's see what else is attractive about you to them. What else attracts them to you? The Four of Pentacles. Okay. This person kind of likes how you deal with money too. They see that you're saving up, that you're being thrifty, that you're spending money on things that make you happy, and maybe you give back to your community. They really appreciate that. Like, I feel like this person is very mature. Um, they might be a little bit more on the experienced side, and they really like how good of an adult you are, like being emotionally intelligent, being financially smart, having dark fetishes and kinks like really turns them on, because they want to know those secrets. They have that black egg, that truth. They want to know what actually turns you on, what actually gets you going. Let's get one more card for what is attractive. The Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, we have two people sharing a drink together, and like their hair is like connected in these little dots. Um, they love making out with you, and they like when you go down on them a lot. They think it's really attractive. They love seeing your face between their legs. Um, and they probably like going down on you. We have two people sipping from cups, so I think maybe 69ing. Oral is just something that is might be really special to them, because it is quite vulnerable in some regards, and so being able to explore that with you is really really sexy to them. They also find that just the plain connection you have with each other, the Two of Cups is a strong connection between two people that are romantically or sexually engaged. Um, Not engaged like to be married, but active with each other. All right, so they're arousing thoughts about you. What do they think about? They're arousing thoughts. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, okay. They are very protective of their sexuality, and they might have a few walls up before they allow you into their bedroom. They might. Yeah, I think this is somebody very mature. They might be older. They might be older than you. And they might be more experienced than you as well. And they are no stranger to the kind of trouble you can get into by having sex with somebody. Um, I'm thinking of the phrase, my sexuality gets me in trouble. So you might resonate with that. Let's see what else they're arousing thoughts. The Three of Swords. Okay, yes. So before they let you into their bedroom, they have to be sure that you're going to be a true friend, that you're not going to break their heart, that you're not going to use sex against them. Because I think they have a lot of experience and things have gone wrong for them in the past. And so they want to be sure that you're like a really good friend. I don't know if they're like, they want to be your girlfriend or boyfriend or partner um, quite yet. But they definitely want to be your friend and they do want to explore sexuality with you. But they have gotten their heart broken before. So before they get to even thinking about you, there's this fear of being like, well, what if they leave? Like, what if we have sex and they hate me, or they cheat on me or something like that. Maybe they've been cheated on in the past. Uh, Maybe they're polyamorous as well. Let's see. The King of Cups coming out underneath the Ace of Cups. I love this card. Look, he's like a little merman with a beard, holding this giant cup. So, hmm, they. Is this whose masculinity is this? This could be yours, it could be theirs. But the gender expression is really attractive to them. The way that you dress, the way you do your hair is very attractive to them. Uh, they they are hoping that you're not too good to be true because you're this King of Cups, this emotionally mature, compassionate, heartfelt, connected to the divine person that is bringing love and affection to their doorstep and they're not quite sure if they're able to accept it yet. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they want a fulfilling life. Obviously, everybody does, but they want a fulfilling sex life. They want love and romance and protection and they want to get settled down eventually. They want to have it all. They are very prudent with money, or at least learning to be. And so their arousing thoughts are more like thoughts of hope of being like, I think this person might be good for me. All right, let's see. What are their fantasies about you? What do they fantasize about? Ace of Pentacles. They fantasize about the first time with you. If you've already had sex before, they really enjoyed it, and they think about that time a lot. If you haven't, they imagine it a lot and they fantasize about it and they want it to be perfect for you. They want it to be special. They want to please you. They want to be able to surrender to pleasure themselves. They want happiness and laughter and clumsy mistakes, and all the stuff that comes with sex for the first time. They want to share that experience with you pretty badly. What else? The Princess of Pentacles. Okay, they might like calling you princess or vice versa. They might be more submissive in bed. They, I'm getting like some of these people are going to be very experienced, and some of these people are going to be more new. Um, because the Princess of Pentacles is very youthful. She is a little bit inexperienced, but with this Three of Swords here and this Nine of Wands, makes me think that they have had their fair share of experiences and things have broke bad for them. And so they might be like having this fresh start with you. The Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning, as all the aces are, in my opinion. The Princess of Pentacles, Pentacles is Earth, so that is the 3D world around us, including our bodies. I mentioned this in pile one, but the Pentacles is our bodies, right? And so the princess of this is someone who is powerful, is kind, is adventurous, is honorable, and might maybe proud a little bit, maybe a little bit vain. Um, uh, Kind to animals as well. Um, Maybe you're into pet play, or maybe you're a furry. No judgment here. Let's see what else about their fantasies. The star in reverse. Okay, okay. Let's see. They want to make you feel like a star. They want you to feel pampered, loved on, paid attention to. They want you to feel like a princess, if you vibe with that title. They want you to feel like an absolute like pop star icon with how they worship you. All right, you're dynamic. The Tower. Okay, very powerful. Look at that with the lightning strikes. This is one of my favorite tower cards. It looks so cool. I love this deck. The Mystic Mondays. Um, I've also used the Cosmic Creatures Oracle by the same people. Beautiful art. So things might be kind of chaotic between you two. I think you might bring out the chaos in each other and you might get very giddy, very talkative, very I'm hearing the word hypomanic. So hopefully not that, but the tower is quite powerful, and it represents great change. And so entering each other's lives kind of like threw you both for a loop where you're like, oh, I think I can get with this person. Like, I think they're like on the same level as me. And I'm coming from a place of being ready for a sexual relationship, ready for romance if that's something that you desire. And we have this like look into your dark fantasies, and wanting to explore that. So there's this like shuddering change of what you view sexuality as you realize that that love doesn't have to hurt. And what will your first or next time be like with them? The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, body painting. Maybe body painting with colored chocolate as well. Um, I love this. This is artist, this creativity. So, your first time or your next time is going to be a little avant garde, a little experimental. I think there will be some diligent hard work in the pace and the stamina. There will be a great completion as well. The Five of Wands in reverse, hot and heavy, and you might try something and they're like, no, I don't like that, or vice versa, and that's totally fine. That's totally normal. You, with the Five of Wands in reverse, you might get triggered by something, but I think with the stability of the Eight of Pentacles and what we've seen so far in the cards, I think they'll be able to hold space for you, and vice versa. If they get triggered and you're able to hold a safe space for them, because sex can trigger bad memories or past experiences. But having good sex is very, very healing. And so you can take this opportunity to help work through past heartbreaks and trauma. You don't have to be their therapist, but like, let's say they start crying, you want to be able to hold them and listen to them, right? Um, let's see what else. Your first or next time with them. Okay, okay. The Knight of Wands. Okay, yes. So, toys, first and foremost, with the wands. Hitachi, maybe. Satisfier Pro, my favorite. Um, yeah, I think if they get triggered, you're going to show up as this knight for them, shining knight in knight in shining armor, um, holding aloft your wand. Someone who is loyal, chivalrous, honorable, action oriented. You will want to actively be like, okay, what's going to help make you feel better? What can I do for you? And with this Five of Wands in reverse, there might be a little bit of anger, uh, coming from them, but I think you'll be able to like navigate the situation, be like, okay, are you mad at me? Or are you triggered? And you will be able to be there for them, uh, and vice versa. This Knight of Wands is very powerful. He's a bit of a womanizer. The Hermit in reverse. Yes. Okay, this person might have been alone for a long time, and with you, they're like, oh, I might be able to have a connection with somebody. This Ace of Cups, the first connection, love connection. Um, the Hermit in reverse is someone coming out of a period of solitude and maybe loneliness in reverse. And I feel like they're coming from a place of deep heartbreak, and they are ready and willing to explore with you, especially as you become better and better friends. And the Two of Swords. Okay. Give me a clarifier, please. The Five of Cups. So you might not be ready to like call each other partners yet. It might be more like you're like a sex friend, which is totally valid. Friends with benefits can be very healthy. Um, uh, I'm also hearing the word polyamory, but that's just my personal agenda that I'm pushing onto the general public. So, uh, that's my agenda. Um, the Five of Cups, similar to the Five of Wands, is a conflict card. The Five of Cups is a conflict of emotions, and so there might be these like big waves of emotion as you guys explore sex together, and there might be this indecision of being like, should I continue having sex with this person, are we not a good fit? The Tower is quite chaotic, and can signal disaster. I think we had that black egg, so they're not going to lie to you. And as soon as they understand their feelings and emotions, they're going to tell you. But there might just be like a deep well of like tangled webs of feelings and memories that are going to be brought up. The Five of Pentacles, another five. Yeah, so conflict. What do I want to look up? Five of Cups, maybe? Where's Cups? Five of Cups, please. Okay. Do I want to read this? Okay, yes, I do. Disappointment, setback, perspective. Is the glass half full or half empty? Disappointing setbacks have got you in a rut. This downfall is regressing you back to painful memories where expectations fell short. Bitter and broken, you are filled with resentment over what has happened to you, taking the loss personally. It's okay to give yourself a moment to feel bad, but it is your decision how long you wallow in it. Forgive the people who have hurt you in the past, including yourself, for believing that they have the power to hurt you. Instead of thinking how much this sucks, reflect back on the lessons you learned. It may take some time for the sting to go away, so let yourself heal through this process. You'll come out of it a much wiser human than when you started. And I think that's describing what they're feeling, where it's like, yes, they have been hurt in the past, and maybe starting something new with you is bringing up, I'm going to put this, no, I'll leave it. But is bringing up like old memories and trauma. And I don't know if you want to continue a connection with someone with like that much baggage and like they should be getting therapy, perhaps sex therapy. If we have all these fives here, um, the challenge number, um, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they might just not feel at home in their body at the moment. Hmm. I don't want to leave you on a note like that. 'Cause this is supposed to be a spicy, juicy reading. But sex is very emotional. It is, I call it a contact sport. It's a skill that you practice, and sometimes people are bad at it, and sometimes people hurt you, and maybe they didn't mean to, but that hurt is still there. And the way to heal from past bad sexual experiences is to have good sexual experiences. So every time you have good sex, you heal. Um, let me, okay. I'm not quite sure what I want to ask. The Knight of Swords. Okay. So they are going to power through and they're going to find this knight archetype within themselves, sticking up for themselves and being like, hey, you don't need to let the past hurt you anymore. You can fight those demons and cut to the truth of the matter because the truth is going to heal you. Um, what, what is this truth? The Ten of Wands. The truth is that they don't want to carry this baggage anymore. They are ready to set it down. And I think in order to be with you, they are more than happy to do the work, to do the labor of working through past traumas and hurts and heartbreaks, probably with a professional. As well as maybe talking to a psych to see if medication can help with anything they're struggling with. I highly recommend. Getting a diagnosis can be really freeing because then you're like, oh, there's a name for what I have and there's treatment for it. Um, but they are ready to let go of this baggage and move forward because they are so interested in you and they do have arousing thoughts about you, and they want to explore this connection with you. They might be hesitant at first because they do have a lot of work to do, but that doesn't make you any less hot to them. Okay, I'm going to clear these. And we are going to move on to the Rose Oracle. Thank you so much for watching, by the way. If you made it this far in the video, comment a rose emoji down below. And we'll see what these cards have to say. We might look in the book, we might not. I'm not really sure. But what do we need to know about this connection? Maybe a bit of romance. Come to me? OMG. That's so sexy. It might as well say come for me. Attracting like a rose, receive abundance desires. Okay. And we have hummingbirds here, that like iridescent shine. I love it. And a bee, a bumblebee as well as this like opening pink rose. So hummingbirds might be an important symbol for you. Sugar Water by Maud Latour might be an important album for you. I highly recommend it. So So you are ready and willing to wait for them. They might be a little bit chaotic, might be giddy right now, and might be working through some shit, but they are ready to come to you with all of their baggage and well, setting down as much of their baggage as they can so that they can be present with you and enjoy their time with you and heal and have fun and laugh and all that good stuff. I think I would be remiss if I didn't say that abundance is coming towards you. All right. The Holy Grail. Stop the endless searching. Inner quest. Okay. I think I'm going to read what that is. The Holy Grail. Okay. The Holy Grail is a mysterious, long-sought relic about which stories have been told through the ages. Some believe it holds the key to eternal life and divine union. Many devote their lives to discovering and possessing it. It features in the legends of King Arthur. The knight Galahad achieved the vision of God through the Grail. In Christian mysticism, the Grail is the cup used by Jesus at the Last Supper and afterward by Joseph of Arimathea to catch blood at the crucifixion. It was taken to the Isle of Avalon and buried on Chalice Hill, Glastonbury, UK, which turned the Chalice well waters red. Pilgrims travel from all corners of the world today to drink from these healing waters. Some believe the Grail legend predates Christ and was inspired by the wells and cauldrons of Welsh and Celtic mythology. The Holy Grail is the ultimate spiritual quest. Many see quests as physical places to journey to, conquer, or find, but perhaps the Grail is an invitation to go inward, to connect with the grace within, to find it without, to realize that this journey of drinking from the eternal well is to find it deep within as the part of us that cannot be extinguished. Perhaps this is why the rose is a symbol that goes with the Grail, her petals calling us to spiral in, for it's there that we find the nectar of all that we've searched for, patiently waiting for us to return to it. Stop looking without, stop the endless searching, turn your gaze within. How can you go within and focus more on what really matters? And I like that it mentioned nectar, and we have hummingbirds here, so you know what nectar is. I'll leave it there. And I'll pull one more. The rose thread, inner call, soul led, the mystic, living courageously. So they might be having a spiritual awakening soon, if they haven't had one already, and it's going to like kickstart their healing journey, and open. Stop moving! Oh my God! But they are going to it's going to kickstart their healing journey, this connection to the divine, and they are going to feel more beautiful, probably have a bit of a glow up, look more beautiful. They are going to go on this inner journey, and we have inner quest here with the Holy Grail. They're going on this inner journey to find a version of themselves that has healthy sex and who has healthy boundaries and healthy relationships with people and is able to have friends with benefits or is able to have a partner. I don't think you guys are at the point where you can like commit to each other. Maybe you can. You're like, this is the one for me. That's totally fine. For most of you, I think you're still in the beginning stages of getting to know one another. So you might want to wait before you fully commit to somebody. In my opinion, you can, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We have a bird of prey here, and we have a deer as well, a doe, a deer. Um, that's interesting that we have a hunter and prey. So prey predator kink might be something fun for you to explore. And honestly, with that moon in reverse card, predator prey might be like really, really fun for you guys to just like give in to the darkness, if you know what I mean. And that like animalistic ferocity might be like really like cathartic for you guys. But okay, I'm going to leave your reading there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi there, pile 3. If you chose this rose quartz, then this reading is for you. So this is a general reading. I might not be able to get every single specific detail of your person, but hopefully the energy and the messages will resonate for the most part. But if they don't, if also I'm describing somebody and you're like, I don't want to be with them, pick another pile. But let's see what we've got. We have Father of Swords, Dragonfly, and Gnosis. So this is a very powerful person. This is somebody who is a shape changer. They are multifaceted, multi-talented. They might be a scientist with Gnosis here. They might be a detective as well, working with mysteries. They may really like the mystery genre. They could be quite spiritual as well, and really like the divine mysteries and like learning about the universe. Perhaps they read tarot or runes or other methods of divination or witchcraft. I think they are on the more masculine side with the Father of Swords. They embody the masculine divine as well as truth and justice with this rainbow sword here. The owl is a symbol of wisdom, and the sword is a symbol of truth and justice, and being able to cut to the heart of the matter, cut through all the bullshit, and be able to see the truth. Like, they are obsessed with the truth, and that's probably why they're this like big philosopher, being like, I wonder what the meaning of life is. Like, they are so obsessed with finding out the truth of the universe, of people. They can't stand liars, they can't stand cheaters. They're like, I'm either hmm, I'm hearing the phrase, I either love you or I don't. So maybe that resonates with some people. The dragonfly is a fairy steed, first and foremost, and very beautiful. And I think when they mate, they like fly around together, connected. So there's this like romance and like grace about it. Um, I believe they're symbols of transformation as well. This is the air element. And swords is air as well, so they could be an air sign. That's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. They don't have to be, though. You can just take it as extra correspondence. Um, they might have a big head. Honestly, they might be their ego might be kind of inflated, a little bit. Look, nobody's without their flaws, okay? And if you like that, like, philosopher archetype of someone who's, like, always hemming and hawing and, like, wondering at the mysteries of the universe and seeing, like, learning about religions and seeing, like, what they believe in, very eat, pray, love. Um, maybe they're into yoga or Buddhism, I'm hearing. Maybe they believe in reincarnation. Maybe they want to get reincarnated as a dragonfly. Um, the Father of Swords, we could have a daddy kink here. We'll see if this video gets taken down, if I'm being honest. Let me know if I should start posting on Vimeo so we can get like really juicy details. Um, I think I'm going to clear these, and we're going to move on to the tarot. Do-do-do-do. Oh my god. Okay. This is the Mystic Mondays tarot. It is very beautiful and has steered me right so far in this video. We'll see what messages come out now. Uh, my dear pile 3. All right, what is attractive about you? The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, your creativity, your artistry, your diligence and hard work, and the fact that you put effort towards what it is you believe in, what it is you want to accomplish. You're physically very attractive. You're a work of art, literally. Um, is literally the right word to use? Maybe metaphorically speaking, you're a work of art, and they really love the way you look, the way you talk, the way you moan, the way you do your hair. They are attracted to it all. They're very enamored with you, and they really want to find out what makes you tick. They like want to know all your kinks and fetishes and dark desires. What else? The Nine of Wands. They love how protective you are of what is dear to you. And I have to mention toys if we're talking about wands in a sexy lens. But I think you're very protective of your body and your pleasure, and you probably know what it is you like in bed, and you're very vocal about it, which they love. And the moon. I'm gonna shuffle these because I'm getting some repeat cards. But yeah, let me know if any of this is resonating. I would love to hear from you. One more. Okay. What is attractive about you? What do they find attractive? The Wheel of Fortune. They feel very lucky to have you in their life and to have you be interested in them. They think you are a great mystery to be solved. They want to know what makes you tick. They want to explore every avenue of pleasure. They want to map out the pleasure of your body. They want to know what makes you moan, what makes you scream, what makes your toes curl. They want to bring you to that pleasure. Um, and and like everything about you is attractive to them, and you met them at the right time where they're able to accept this love connection in their life. Let's see what their arousing thoughts are. The Queen of Pentacles, they see you as this queen. They see you as someone who, first and foremost, is very grounded and very rooted in reality, someone who is very connected to the earth and your body as well. Like I said, you probably know a lot about your own body and what it can do for you. And so they're very excited to listen to you and to have you tell them what to do. I think they really like serving you, maybe playing with like Queen Servant or Princess Knight role plays. Um, they might really like your hair. And they might they might want to be a sugar baby for some of you. What else? Their arousing thoughts. The Devil in reverse. Okay, the Devil is in this deck. I really like the red. I think it's really sexy, and the horns. The Devil is about temptation and restrictions and ego and guilt and shame as well. Um, In reverse, it's being released from restraints, from guilt and shame, being released from that, being released from people that are putting you down. And so in a sexy light, the Devil in reverse is about indulging in healthy pleasures. You might be part of like the BDSM kink community. You might I'm hearing FetLife. I've never been on there, but I know from some people that it's like a really good place to be. I don't know though, so be safe, be careful. Um, the Devil, give me a clarifier, please. Oops. The Fool in reverse. Okay. With the Devil here, they just want to get nasty with you. They want to like enjoy like a bacchanal. Let's see what their fantasies are. Okay. The Four of Pentacles. They want to keep you for themselves. They want to maybe Yandere and Darling role play might be really fun for you guys. Um, because the Four of Pentacles is like about holding your resources very tightly to your chest and being afraid of letting them go. So they feel very lucky to have found you, and they don't want to let you go. And so maybe playing into that obsession might be really fun. What about their other fantasies? What fantasies do they have about you, pile three? The Hanged Woman in reverse. Okay, they might want to get tied up. Even if they are more dominant, they might really like surrendering their power to you every so often. They really like surrendering to the pleasure that you can give them, and like they really do want you to take control. They see how powerful you are. This person's standing like so strong with their wand in hand. They see how powerful you are, and they're like, yes, please, goddess. Whatever you want, I'll do for you. Very Sanji from One Piece. Um, and they probably would like to tie you up as well with the Hanged Woman here. Maybe going to see an aerial silk show or a burlesque show might be really fun and like spicy for you guys. What else are their fantasies? The Princess of Wands. Ooh, Nine of Wands, Princess of Wands coming out right over each other. They might like calling you princess. They probably want to use your toys on you. They might want to gift you a toy to be like, when I'm not around, you can use this, or we can use it together. Um, they see you as this princess, regardless of gender, this adventurous, capable, sweet, and kind, and sassy, and smart, and good with animals, I'm hearing. I think I said that in the last pile for one of the princesses too, but the princess, look at the princess archetype, or heroine archetype, pure heroine by Lord. I'm always giving Lord references in my tarot readings. I'm always talking about the music I like. But their fantasy is to treat you like a princess, is to be able to provide for you. We have the Five of Wands. Okay. They might really like when you get into disagreements because they can see how passionate you are. And they may count themselves very lucky to see you get like worked up over something because to them, they might kind of push your buttons sometimes, which you may or may not like, but they might push your buttons because they like seeing you get like all huffy on them. And then they'll be like, "Aw, babe, come here. You're so cute." In a playful way, not like in like a manipulative way, where they're not like hurting you or like really making you angry. It's more like getting you a little bit huffy. The Seven of Cups in reverse. They have a lot of fantasies about you. They like can't even pick which one they want to do with you first. They want to love on you. They want to know what makes you tick. They want to romance you with this red rose. They might have been manifesting you with this eye and the moon and the crystal. They might be kind of witchy and they might have been like, I want a partner who fits these qualities. And you showed up and they were like, OMG, I think I manifested you. You're part of my abundance. Let's see what your dynamic is with each other. We got two cards, the Princess of Cups in reverse, oops, and the King of Swords in reverse. So we have two princesses. I love this Princess of Cups. Look at her. She looks like a mystic as well. It's giving High Priestess vibes. And then the King of Swords in reverse. Your dynamic is one of you is a princess and one of you is a king. Both of you, you might switch as well. They are in reverse, like you both might be switches. But one of you is more feminine and one of you is more masculine, regardless of gender. The king is very powerful and has a lot of authority and might be more dominant. The princess might be more submissive, but the princess likes being saved, and so you might have this feeling of being like you came into my life at the exact right time. What else? Tell me about this dynamic, please. I'm gonna take this one. The Four of Swords. You will click with each other, this dynamic. You will just click and you'll be able to breathe a sigh of relief and be like, oh my God, this is like relationships take work and effort, but like this is so easy. It's going to feel like very stress relieving for you. Um, the Four of Swords is about rest and rejuvenation. And so you are going to recharge each other's batteries. All right, and now we're going to look at your first or next time. The Ten of Pentacles. Um, let's see, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Let me see what the book has to say about that. I'm a guidebook reader. I know not everybody likes that, but okay. Oh my God. Financial ruin, blame, destruction. The castle is crumbling due to a shaky foundation. You are experiencing financial failure, and your possessions, investments, and property are in danger. Money is a scapegoat for the cause of your problems as you look for someone to blame for your financial decisions. This could also signify a divorce and a division of the assets. Retrace your steps and ask yourself, what is the real root of what caused this dilemma? Survival mode is fully turned on as you look for ways to rebuild stability. Your past can inform your future and lay out the blueprint of the beliefs running in your subconscious. Think of all the ways money has brought joy to your life and call on that energy. This moment is temporary and you still have the chance to rebuild your future. So, I don't often see the Ten of Pentacles as being that negative. I see the Ten of Pentacles even in reverse being a message of abundance. Give me a clarifier on this Ten of Pentacles, please. The Four of Wands in reverse. Same thing with the Four of Wands. Even if it's in reverse, I still count it to be quite positive. So maybe I shouldn't have read in the book. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guidebook readers or you're like intuition only? Um, but okay, let's see. How do we spin this? Pile number three. For your first or next time, there you might ruin them for anybody else. They might be like, I'm so fucked. This person is everything that I've been dreaming of. I can have it all with them. And they like to party with the Four of Wands in reverse here, maybe a little bit too much. Um, but they might be like, OMG, this is the body electric that I've been looking for. The Six of Swords. Okay, so this came up in pile two, but you might have a moment where one of you is triggered during sex and you have to hold space for them and be there for them and be a kind, caring friend in their moment of vulnerability. And I think after you have that sort of challenge, you're going to settle into a rhythm with them. You're going to settle into a flow that feels very natural and relaxed. The World. Okay, you're going to both be able to come. Very exciting news, I know, but The World is a satisfying ending, if you know what I mean. And this, like, you're building a relationship with each other, and it's not perfect. We do have the devil. um, but you are building this relationship with this person that feels very right, that feels beautiful, that is like this like beautiful white light, this like healingness, healing energy. The Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they're going to make up their mind to be like, this is a person that I want to call my own. Like, I want to be their partner. They might have been waffling on that decision for a while, but with the Two of Swords in reverse, they're about to make a decision. If you've been waiting for them to call you their partner, they probably will be soon. Um, I think this person is very mature and has a lot of life experience, but is entering this relationship with you with new eyes. And the Five of Cups in reverse. Yes, so there is healing happening here. There is emotional stability being found here. There is, yeah, like I think this person wants to call you theirs. They're like, I want you to be mine. And you might be monogamous, or not. I'm always trying to push my polyamory agenda onto people. Um, whenever people like go to me for relationship advice, I'm always like, "Have you tried polyamory?" And that's not an option for everybody. But they want you to be theirs. They see how strong you are. They feel at peace with you. They feel complete with you. They have challenges, of course, but they're finding that with you, it's a lot easier. And not that you have to be their therapist, but like they're finding a sense of ease with you. Okay, I'm gonna clear these cards. Ugh, no one fell on the ground. Hold on. Twas the Princess of Wands. Okay, and we're going to look at the Rose Oracle. While I'm shuffling, I wanted to say thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, comment a rose emoji down below. And let me know if there's anything you would like to see from me in the future. I love hearing from you guys. Yeah, thank you for watching. Let's see. Let's get some romance or guidance. Temple of the Rose, ancient power, expression, activation, scarlet codes. They feel like your bed is a temple. They feel like they are worshiping spirit when they make love to you, and you do make love. I think this person is very romantic when it comes to you. I'm seeing Sanji again. um, uh, I am seeing this person wanting to gift you roses, rose petals on the bed, a candlelit bath, a shoulder massage, uh, worshiping your body, kissing all down your body, worshiping. I'm hearing Ashley go going, worship my foot. So maybe that is in the roster for you guys. Codes of the seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. Yes. So, you both have the potential within you to have a very healthy relationship with each other. I think you both have been waiting and maybe manifesting each other, and now that you've met, you're going to be able to explore sexuality in a healthy, independent way. Where you maintain your independence while still being connected to somebody else. And we have Mother Rose, returning to each other, compassion, humanity. Mommy kink, maybe. Um, it says compassion already on the card. I was going to say it again. I think we have a Venus. Yeah, we have a Venus statue, which is so beautiful. And we have all these like goddess statues around. Here, I'll show you. I think I'm gonna read. I mean, I got burned by that other book read before. Maybe I'll try to intuit it. Um, Returning to each other. Maybe you have a past life connection and it feels really right when you connect with them in this life and you're like, I wonder if I've loved you before. I think that's a Peach PRC song as well. I think you might mother each other just by being very compassionate, very nurturing, maybe making lunch for each other, taking each other on walks, braiding your hair, helping you get dressed, like just like sweet things that make you feel loved and appreciated. I think I think they're going to be very happy when they find things that make you happy. They're going to be ecstatic to find out how to please you both in the bedroom and out of it. So, that is where I'm going to leave you, pile 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!